is up 1-0 in this matchup, in this best of 3 series.
And where is he spawning, Frank?
Hendralisk is spawning in the top right of Daybreak. It is our light blue Zerg, Hendralisk, Monomaniac's own, Toronto's own, University of Toronto's own.
And he is hungry. Half the cheese. And he is going up against another University of Toronto alumni. It's going to be the Blue Terran, Moosy, who doesn't seem to care if Hendralisk is hungry or not.
We're actually ordering pizzas for everyone right now.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if everybody knows that. It's a nice little surprise for all the people already here. What's a LAN party without pizza, right?
Exactly.
And so we do see that both these players are going to start off with very typical openings, so this might give us a little bit of a chance. So the last question that we asked was, name at least 3 people who were on our show, eSports Canada TV, which we do every Monday. Next, on Monday coming up, we actually have 2 guests from the fighting game community, 2 huge figures, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Pillars of the eSports, of the fighting games community.
Pillars.
Yeah, good connection there, Songers. We have Mike Daniels from Ralston Arcade, runs a fighting game community in St. John, New Brunswick. And we have Vincent Hui from Toronto Top Tiers, one of the best streamers, fighting games community in North America. Both really amazing guys. We've had Mike Daniels on our show a number of times because he is basically our fighting games community correspondent, because he is the man in the know. Songers and I, as well as our co-host BSG Toaster, are just happy to have these guys on to promote. I mean, everybody's played a fighting game and everybody's felt the excitement of
Everyone knows how to do a Hadouken.
Yeah, everyone knows down forward punch, or hold back for 2 seconds, forward punch.
That's Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom!
Sonic Boom!
So, guys, definitely watch that. Get involved in the fighting games community just as much as the esports community, which is why we're here right now.
And looking at Hendralisk, he said he was going to cheese, but what sort of cheese? Is he going to do an economic cheese, or is he going to do a sort of aggressive cheese? It looks like there's a drone moving out to the 3rd base right now. It's going to be a quick 3-base hatch from Hendralisk.
I know he wasn't talking about pizza cheese.
He said she spelled cheese with a Z. That's StarCraft cheese, yo.
Okay, that's spelling. So the SCV is moving across the map. He will be able to scout at least a natural. Will he have the presence of mind to check the 3rd, though? That's the question. So he will come up here. The spawning pool is immensely delayed now because of that 3rd hatch, but he needs to definitely figure out what he wants to do with this if he doesn't make an answer quickly. So this might tip off Moosy. He might say, why is that so late?
Hey, you can see the SCV pausing there. Oops, something got... Oops, forgot
Oh,
Hendralisk!
Definitely trying to give him all the hints, being like, oh, what's this you see?
This is amazing. Hendralisk is a masterful troll here. And it looks like... I don't know if Moosy's gonna be buying this or not.
But these 2 guys are friends. I mean, right now they are playing to win $200 of a prize pool. I'm not sure how it's broken down at this exact moment, but they're both trying to compete to win that prize pool. So really, although you're friends in real life, you're enemies on the battlefield. So we'll see how Moosy does respond to this. He probably has an inkling that it's a 3rd base if he hasn't scouted it already.
Yeah, and so it looks like Moosy doesn't... I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows yet. Although you would be kind of... Mind games. You would be kind of surprised that, like, why would he say that right when I spotted it? It's not something you would tell your opponent. But it looks like the double gas is going to go down pretty early this time at the 5-minute mark. So I'm thinking it could be some sort of bailing all in.
Well, he sacrificed Army just to get his 3rd base, and now he's going to sacrifice Army to get tech. So has he sacrificed too much, considering there's 4 Marines moving across the map for Moosy, ready to get some map control and ready to get some positioning, maybe even be able to snipe something critical that Hendralisk doesn't want to be killed.
Something I just reminded myself of is that, guys, go tell your friends that this stream's going on.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I heard IEM just finished, so if you want them to watch more StarCraft, definitely come check out this stream over here.
Indeed, yeah. So this is all Canadian content. This is happening amongst the best of the best in the Toronto area. And the 4 Marines do reach the 3rd base. If he didn't know he was up before, he knows now. 3 queens are more than a match.
There's almost 1 queen for each Marine.
Indeed, these queens do just shut the door and do block that Marine advance. But Moosy now has to think, okay, so what is my answer to this? I have been thwarted from deflecting that 3rd base. It's already up, it's already running, there's already 3 queens injecting larva and all that good stuff. How am I going to be able to deal with this?
Though it looks like in the base of Hendralisk over here, he is going up to layer tech right now, just producing some more drones, and he already has that such an early advantage with that sneaky third base that, you know, Moosy wasn't able to punish it at all. Now we see 2 Hellions coming out, so Moosy's saying, I need to do something about this third base.
And these Hellions might be a very good choice. With 3 bases, it'll be more to defend against. Banelings are coming out by Hendralisk, so we'll see how he's able to use those effectively enough, but Moosy's going to have to be really diligent with these Hellions. What's critical here is that he uses them to attack not only the natural, not only the main, and maybe with that starport produce this Banshee with the cloak, attack all 3 bases, keep Hendralisk moving around, but what's key is not to lose his Hellions.
Exactly.
All too often Terrans get into the trap where they lose their Hellions cheaply, they kill 15, 20 drones, they're like, they paid for themselves, and just basically leave them there and get them destroyed. They need to stay, they need to maintain that map control, they need to keep aggressing and causing damage to that probe line.
Once you lose that
drone line.
Yeah, like once you lose that Banshee or some sort of harass unit that you're trying to use, it just gives the opponent such a big area of breathing space. They're saying, I don't need to worry about my back anymore. Everything to the front.
It's a huge weight lifted off their shoulder. This one Overlord is going to get the scout on these 4 Hellions. These 4 Hellions are going to get a good position inside of the mineral line. They're going to be able to roast at least 1 drone gets killed. A couple more go down for their troubles. These Lings are now in position to attack the Hellions. The Hellions are desperately trying to stutter step.
Nice bird.
Nice line of Zerglings get absolutely roasted by those infernal... No, those flames. What are they called in basic form?
What do you mean basic form?
Because Infernal Pre-Igniter is
They're just called...
Flamethrowers? Do they have a name? Because the Marines have Gauss
called
rifles.
Infernal Flamethrower.
Infernal Flamethrowers. So those Infernal Flamethrowers do get a few drones down, do get a few Zerglings down, and he is now priming himself to attack the 3rd base, which isn't that well defended, although the creep spread does seem to be connecting all the bases, so he should be able to defend against this. And now with the creep spread spreading out over top of those Hellions, he will be able to see that those Hellions are poised outside.
Nice pull by Hendralisk over there, just waiting for those Overseers to come up, and they will be able to spot that Banshee with no problem at all. Centrifugal hooks are also almost done for the Banelings, and we have 8 Mutas in production.
So Hendralisk is moving into Muta Banling play, and now these Hellions are going to be able to roast a few Marines, or a few drones, and these drones now are trying to run away. A bunch of Lings get absolutely roasted, so Moosy's doing a good job of preventing mining, but not really killing so many workers. Only 7 workers killed, but easily more than 7 Hellions have been destroyed.
Basically, you know, he's not been killing that many workers, but he's been killing a lot of Zerglings, which kind of makes sure that the Zerglings aren't going to be harassing.
Zerglings are basically free.
Yeah, but still,
50 for 2, come
it's
on.
delaying. It's delaying the type of push that Hendralisk wants to do, which is a Muta, Baneling, and Ling push.
And he has to keep reinvesting into those Lings just to make sure that he can... Moosy with a quick GG. He saw the absolutely massive numbers of Hendralisk, didn't feel that he could do enough damage, and decides to